In President Obama's State of the Union address the other night, he highlighted the efforts made by the U.S. and China to double the rate at which we're cutting carbon pollution. He says that this poses a serious risk to our national security, and we should start acting like it.
2014 was the planet's warmest year on record. Now, one year doesn't make a trend, but this does. 14 of the 15 warmest years on record have all fallen in the first 15 years of this century.
Global warming reached new levels in 2014, according to separate data sets from NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. In cities like Boston, the extreme weather behind climate change becomes a concern.
The average people kind of think, oh, it's snowing, there's no such thing as global warming, but the irony is that in a hotter climate, we could see more big events.
James Baldwin researches energy and carbon emissions and says the trend has been steadily increasing for years. He finds the biggest threat of climate change to be higher sea levels.
A lot of Boston is landfill. Where we are right now, this is landfill, and it's very, very low elevation, and so flooding during storms is a real threat to Boston.
Some Boston residents don't think the U.S. is doing enough to combat these changes.
I think the U.S. is very economically challenged, so we're in trouble.
Baldwin says that technology might be our biggest tool in overcoming global warming in the future.
Action's being taken. It's slow. I think some of the really good news is that the technological advancements that can help solve these problems, they're actually happening faster than I would have anticipated 5 or 10 years ago.
President Obama says that if this climate change continues, we can expect to see rising oceans, longer and hotter heat waves, and in cities like Boston, even heavier snowfall. For the BU News Service, I'm Megan Allison.